Hi, myself Dr. Avinash Divedi. Today we will learn about how to develop any application using Servlet. Servlet is a Java technique using that we do for Servlet programming or web programming. In our previous lecture, we discussed about how to install any Tomcat server. Once Tomcat server is installed, then we can run our Servlet or JSP pages without any difficulty. See, application development or programming is not a very difficult task. It is just our thinking, how we take it. Once we understand things in a easy manner, then programming becomes very easy. And if you think we have to mug up all the things, then it's become very difficult. So today we will learn in very simple manner how to develop any application. First basic thing is, before writing any code, we have to follow some directory structure. In our directory structure, suppose you have your first folder, that is say Anil. That folder will contain one web-inf folder and other files. Other files mean your Java files, your image file, your JSP file, your HTML files that will present in your Anil folder. And what will be the content of web-inf? That will contain one classes folder and web.xml. What is web.xml? Web.xml is deployment descriptor file, which contains information of many servlets, JSPs, initial parameters, as well as your first page or home page or index page. So what is your web.xml? Web.xml is an XML file. Its root tag starts with web-app and it contains information about how many servlets are there, how many JSPs are there, and your welcome file. Welcome file means the file which will come first once you run your application. So I will take very simple example. In any simple example, what happens? We take some input from user and that information goes to server, and server responses back to client. In our first application, that's very simple. It is the first page, that is index.html. What is present in this HTML file? There is form element which is using post method and action validate. What is meaning of this line? This line meaning is the form will send the data in the manner which uses post method. And what is meaning of action? Meaning of action is the validate page which is present at server will receive the information which is to send to server. In this page there are two data that user will enter. One is name and second one is password, and we are using one submit button. Once we fill the data and submit at submit button, then data goes to server page, and which page will accept these details? These details will be accepted by validate page. Now see the code of validate.java. This is a page of Servlet. See, there are three packages we are importing that contains classes and interfaces. For our validate servlet, which should extend HTTP sublet. HTTP sublet uses HTTP protocol. In this sublet there is post method. As in HTML there was post method, therefore in our sublet we need to write do post method. And if there is get method in HTML, then we need to write do get method here. In this line we are creating two object, request object and response object. Request object is used in this page for user information, means whatsoever data user sends to server page, this request object will receive. And what is role of response object? Response object is responsible to send data back to the user. This method throws two exceptions. One is IO exception and second one is sublet exception. Now in next line what we write? We write in what format our data will go from server to client. For this we write response dot set content type, and this shows the data that will go to client will in form of text or HTML, and character set that we will use is UTF-8. See what is in next line. Next line is there is one string variable, that is name, which is requesting and getting user data with the help of get parameter method. Request object is for what? That receives any data from user. So two text boxes were present, one was user and second was pass, and those data will receive to two variables, name as name and pass, and you can print that data. And what is role of out.println? Hello plus name. Out is object that will write data back to the client, and your name will be visible. So how to write this and run this program? Open your Tomcat manager and deploy it, and to run your first sublet, what we write? We write at address bar localhost :8080 / whatever war file name of your application is / your first page. And what is the name of your first page? That is index.html. As you write at address bar and submit, then request goes to server, and server sends back the index.html to you. And once you enter username and password and submit, this content goes to server. And which page receives this data? This data will be received by validate page. Now we take another example. We increase one more page, like we are entering some credential. That credential will go to one page, and if condition is satisfied, then command will go to next one, and if credential is not matching, then again the first page is coming. So let's take this application development. Again our first page is index.html, same code. We are using two input types. One is for user name and second one is for password, and using post method we are sending data to validate page and submitting. Now again we will receive the same output from the server. User will fill user name and password and submits it. Now again, what is present in validate.java? Here we are mentioning response type. Two variables are accepting user name and password, and one comparison is here in this code. If pass dot equals 1 2 3 4, what is meaning of this? The pass variable which is receiving user password is compared here. If user has entered 1 2 3 4 as password, then if condition will be satisfied. See what is happening then? Then the command is going to welcome page. And how we are transferring command? Command we are transferring using response dot send redirect welcome. What is meaning of this? Like if condition is satisfied, response object is sending the command to welcome page, and if condition is failed, then else part will be executed. And what is written in else part? Response dot send redirect index.html. Again, the first page of the application, index.html page, will come to user. What is present in welcome sublet? Again, it will import three main files, and our this sublet will contain one do get method, and what is there? It throws again two exceptions. We are creating out object, and we are writing out.println hello plus name. See, in last example there was null value. Why there was null value? Once HTML sends data to validate page, and after validate page data goes to second page, means second sublet. But what variable contains? Variable contains null value. It means no value has come to third page. Why this is happening? Because HTTP protocol has been used, and we all know HTTP is stateless protocol. What is meaning of this? Once we send data to server, then server responds back to client and forgets about who has sent the request. To manage and to make server always remember the client activities within the time period or within the one session, server or client manages some mechanism to maintain session. What is meaning of this? Whenever client request to server, client tries to opt mechanism so that whatsoever communication and how many number of times communication takes place is known to server, and whatever data we are keeping during communication is saved. So we go for session management. There are various methods of session management. In Java we generally use four methods. One is using session object, second is cookies, third is URL rewriting, and fourth one is your hidden form field. So first of all, we would like to tell about session object. We will maintain session using session object. Again we take the same example. In this page, what is happening? We are using post method and submitting data to validate page. When we run this page, we get user input page, and after submitting it goes to validate page. See what is happening here. Once user submits the form, then two data, user name and password, goes to validate page. It checks the credential, and if password equal to 1234, then what happens, it creates one session object, and this session object is used to maintain data of communication, meaning user has sent username and password. We can store both the values, but in this example we are saving only username, and that is saved with the help of set attribute method, and this user value is stored in session object. So what is that code? Session dot set attribute user colon comma name. So user is key and name variable is its value, and now page is sent to welcome page. See what happens in welcome page, that is the last sublet. In this case we are writing print writer object, and session object will request all the values which are stored in session. So once session variable receives inputs, then we can retrieve stored values with the help of get attribute method. Now it is saved in user variable, that is of string type, and we can print it. So output of this page will be the same name which user has entered in the index.html. So using session object we can maintain session, and whatever data is present in sublet or session variable will remain present in the full flow of application. So nothing will be lost, and user can use it any number of times during the session. And session variable is stored in server. Whenever user tries to interact with server, these variables are used. So in application we need to manage session. We can take example of cookies also. Same example, index.html, same way to run. Now see in this page what is happening. Two values we are receiving from HTML page. Both the values are stored in cookies. So two lines are there, and username is stored in f.name key, and password is stored in f_pass key. And finally two cookies have been created. We can set cookies age also. As we know, we should limit cookie age so that it cannot be misused by any hacker. So set max age is used for setting the age of cookies, up to how long your cookie will be saved at server client machine. And after creating cookies, setting set max age, we add cookies with response, and once cookies are set in response and response dot send redirect executes, then value of cookies comes to client machine and are stored in form of text file. So all cookie variables are stored at client machine in text form. And see, in this page also we had stored data in cookies, and after storing data, the page goes to command goes to third page, that is welcome sublet. In this case what happens, again we are not knowing how many cookies are present at client machine, so we take array of cookies, and request.getCookies method receives all the cookies and stored in cookies array. And if cookies are not null, then we get all cookies, and whatever the cookie names and cookie variables, cookie values, that we can print using cookie.getName and cookie.getValue. So in this way we can store data in cookies. We are free to opt session object, cookie variable, hidden form field, or URL rewriting. Cookie is very common, but sometimes it is very vulnerable to hack. So thank you very much for watching this video. We will also see how we add or create application using JSP. And please, if there is any miscommunication between us because of technical reason, we will take care of further. And always practice and learn coding. It's very simple. I request you to like this video, subscribe video, and forward to others, so that we can bridge the gap of academic and industry. All the best.